Hello, welcome back to more Carrier Battle Philippine Sea, Scenario 6. This is my part 47. So I've actually just came back straight back tonight. Well, I've been away for a few hours, but same day as recording part 46. So yeah, try to keep on top of it here, try to get this sort of done and dusted. So yeah, just gonna press on. Yeah, I didn't quite get the turn finished out because the whole search segment kind of went on a bit, which was good in some ways, but yeah. Anyway, so we're on US Air Operation segment. So launch. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to launch a new airstrike. We've got plenty of spaces up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, there's one missing there. So we've actually got 5 potential, that we can, air missions that we can start up. But we do have 4 attack plane here, only 2 F6Fs. Yeah, I thought I was getting 3 for some reason. Well, you're not, Grant, so that's okay though. So where are we going to go though? I mean, are you sure? We've got 2 going up to Butai 1, which is approximately sighted. We did get Butai 4 spotted. Now Butai 4 has a CV and a cruiser force. Butai 3 got upgraded recently to show it was going to be 2 CVLs. That's spotted. So, and then, yeah, you've got other things up that way as well. It's probably better to head up there, eh? And the good thing about this one is it's not far away because it's not launched an air raid yet. Yeah, I think that sealed the deal, isn't it? And we're launching this off TG 58.1 and 58.2. So that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes away. Or 7 hexes away from this. Sorry, that's the one I'm looking at, isn't it? Force K, I suppose, could be an alternative. But the fact that Force H there is spotted. So yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna take off from here. Well, it does matter. We are landing something, but not on these carriers anyway. So yeah, so we're going to take off from there, and there. So let's just go air mission size because it's the closest to me rather than stretching. And then we've got 4 attack planes. Oh, damn it. Right, give me a sec. Right, okay, there we go. And then they're going to start with, 14 fuel, aren't they? 14 fuel. So what was that? Airstrike mission 6. That's here. And it takes off from here. Yeah, and clearly we can spend the fuel to start with, can't we, to move it? Yeah, so we're gonna go for this level 3 Force H. So well, yeah, I guess I'm moving into that X there then. Because I'm going to take off and move the 1 as well, which we're allowed to do, which takes me down to 13 fuel. Okay. Yeah, and that's it. We've nothing else that we can launch anyway. So moving on, raise servicing to ready. Well, to be honest, there's not really any point having this guy sitting in servicing, so yeah, I should move him up. Yeah, that's that. And then hangar 2 from servicing. Well, no, I'm good with the fact that I understand now that the hangars are the important bits to leave things until you know where you're going. And unless, of course, yeah, because these things can get through, because even this can take this. They can take 3 points, so 3 flights. So this can go into that. So I'm not going to adjust anything from hangar to servicing or from servicing. So then we're going to go on lower flight deck to hangar. Well, you want to do that. You don't want to leave things on the flight deck. So these are all fighters, aren't they? So now I got 4 fighters in there. And these are attack planes though, so that's good. And yeah, that's another fighter. That's 3, that's a maximum there then. So we will need to watch with that one. And that's it. There's nothing down here. And then we're going to land. So we are going to land on set mission 7. I'm going to take that off. Now he is going to have to spend that 1 more fuel. So he's down to critical 3. There are only 3 aircraft. And then remember, he is landing on the main part of the task force, which is here and here, 58.3 and 58.4. I will weigh these guys out and we'll do some die rolls for safe return. Once I can find it. Oh, that was quite lucky. Okay, so it was -3 and he was able to spend the fuel point. So there's only 3 of them, just going left to right. They're all fighters. So it's critical 3. I mean, did I say -3? Critical 3. So it's a +3. None of these apply. Like I say, we did spend the fuel point. So yeah, 9 or a 10. In actual fact, it's going to roll again. So we've not got a guaranteed loss here. Made my dice again. I was messing about with Mosby's Raiders again, which was quite interesting. Leave that over there. Right, so yeah, I think anything less than a 9, yeah, because 11, we're getting a +3 to this, so 11 or less is fine. So yeah, if it's an 8 or less, we're good. A 9 or 10, we need to re-roll. So right, so left to right, that one's fine. Right, that's going to be a re-roll then. So the second one we need to re-roll, because that's 13. Roll again. So on a 6 to 10, so we want less than a 6 here. Oh my god. Those are a bit iffy, because I didn't think I was going to... Right, and then the last one is a 1. Right, that's right. So they all successfully land. One, a bit of a shaky one. Right, and these have got to land here. Now we can't land here or here. So I don't care. It doesn't matter too much, does it? So 1 there. It's just they're all fighters. I'm really looking for more attack planes coming forward. We've got nothing, have we? Just the 2 attack planes. Yeah, I'm assuming a lot of them have been taken care of, because we've only got 2 airstrikes. Well, now we've got 3 airstrikes out there, I suppose. Yeah. Anyway, I'll just chuck the other 2 in here, I guess. That's fine. Okay, right, that's that all dealt with. I can put these back. We've dealt with takeoff and landing. Yeah, we didn't interfere with that one at all, because I don't think we can, because it's inoperable, which we're just about to maybe try and get to do something about that. So back to the sequence of play. I can take that fuel marker off there as well now. Right, so air-to-air combat, there is none. Japanese air attack segment, there is none. US air attack segment, there is none. Clear and operative flight decks. So that's where we're at. So what rule is that again? 12.13. Right, so here we are. Repair of inoperative flight decks. The end of each action phase, not game turn. Roll 1 die for each inoperative flight deck marker. On a net roll of 7 or higher. On a net roll of 7 or higher. Is there any modifiers to this then? No. There's not a chart for this. I want to say we've maybe rolled this already. I know you're not allowed to do it the first turn because it says that. Do not make the roll in the same phase in which damage is suffered. Whereas I kind of thought it was the last time, but it might not have been. There's not a mention of a chart or anything, is there? What am I looking at in an operative flight deck? I would have thought it might have been there, but no. Right, well it's just, obviously there's no modifiers to this then. No, not seeing anything. Okay, so I need to roll, what was it, a 7? That rolls 7 or higher, the marker is removed. Yeah, so we want a 7 or higher. Here we go. Oh, come on. 6. Yeah, I get the feeling I might have rolled for that one already before, so maybe that's the second time we've tried that. So that stays in that state, which is, you know what, it's not really that big a deal, to be honest. The fact it's got 3 damage, so it's got greater than half. Yeah, let me look at that again. I think we dealt with all this though. Where's the damage one? Tells you that. Here we go. Let's have a look at this again. So this is a CVL that has 3 damage to its 5 total damage. CVL, it's got 3 damage. It's there, so it's heavy damaged. Its anti-air value is halved, its surface value is half. All carrier operations limits half. Ground down CVLs do their operations only in the first. Okay. CVLs may do air operations only in the first and third action phases. So that was the 4th action phase. So we wouldn't have been able to do any operations there at all. To be honest, I've got no aircraft in there anyway because I suppose I was like, well, we'll just stay clear of there. 1 air unit eliminated per point of damage. Unit and higher counts as 2 units. Yeah, we dealt with that. Okay, yeah, I just think we can still use it with restrictions, obviously. But no, hold on. Because it's got the inoperable, it'll tell you just above there, Grant, won't it? US carrier that suffers any hits, even white damage, immediately receives an inoperable. While it has this marker, it cannot conduct any air operations. This includes launching a land. Yeah, so I was aware of that, I think. And I think what it says is once you lose that inoperable status, then you're restricted in how you go about the air operations by only being able to do it in the first and third action phases. Okay, that's fine. Well, yeah, we can probably forget about that CVL. Just let them sit tight. That's fine. Okay, so clear deck crashes, none of that. Advanced phase marker. Yeah, well, it's going to advance back to phase 1 of the next turn, which does mean that we deal with this. So update hit markers. Well, Japanese have no hit markers on them, and our markers are permanent when they start, so that's not going to apply that or that, which is part of that. Fire. Oh, we must have checked for fire, and I want to say 4.3. I want to say that if a fire didn't start, then we don't need to. Yeah, fire may result any time US carrier suffers hits. Well, we've done the check on that. Yeah, and then in the first step during the end phase, you check for spread of fire. So, yeah, I'm going to quickly jump by that and assume that because we're not on fire, we don't need to deal with that. Japanese submarine attack. What is that all about again? Is that to do with crippled ships or something? No. Where are we? What rule is it? 14.2. That's next page. No Japanese. But if the US player chooses to illuminate a hex, he may suffer a submarine attack. Yeah, okay, so I'm assuming once we go into the night turns or even the dusk turn, if we want to go down that road, which, yeah, I don't think we'll be bothering with that, so. Okay, and then advanced game turn marker. So we're now moving into the 1730 day turn. It's still the day. The relevance to that is on the raid check chart. What is it? That one there. That we're now going to be getting a -1 there. To all ranges, and the maximum range is going to be 10. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that maximum range. I've never checked more than 12. Pretty sure I haven't. Let's hope not. Okay, good to go. So let's just jump back up to there. So plays new Japanese forces, and then I'm going to fill the sequence chip cup. Adjust the chips per phase marker. Okay, let's do that. So yeah, so second last turn. Looks like I've got 8 forces set aside here, but I'm going to do what I have been doing and just set things out as to what's here and what's not with all the chips and whatever, and we'll see what we need. Right, okay, so that's what we've got left. I've double checked them out in the map. We've got 3 Butais, US sub Guam, which is kind of pointless, but anyway, it's got to be included, and US Mucha. So we've got 8 forces. So what is it, a third of them I take, I think so. So I'm going to take A, D, and E. So, oh no, hang on, Grant. A third of 8 is only 2. So we'll take A and D then. What did I say? There's 12. There's 20 in total. There's 12, so there's 8 left over, and a third of 8 is indeed 2. So I'm only going to take A and D. So we'll bring them along. So A and D. Right, and I'll put these on the map shortly. So that fills the cup with 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, which is fine. No need for no watch chats, and that takes us down to four fives. So that reduces to 5. So I'm going to put all these chits in the cup. We have 20 of them, so we're going to have 4 phases of 5 chits. Right, and then to see where the E and the D new forces go, we roll dice, don't we, and check the sector and whatever. Right, I'll just roll this off camera. I rolled a 2. That's that chart way up the top there. Ooh, that's miles away. Right, a 2 is zone 1, so it's up here, and then the actual position is going to be, and this is for force A, number 2. Yeah, 2 in zone 1 is there, so that's where he's going to go. And then force D delta is going in 10, which is the opposite zone 4, down the bottom here, and position 1, which is away down here. There we go. Right, so we have Place the new Japanese forces. We've filled the sequence chip cup. We've adjusted the chips per phase marker. So we're now moving on with the first phase, and we're going to move all air raids. There's none of that. Roll for mission movement and draw some sequence chips. So let's do that. So the first die roll, first movement phase, for the first phase, it's a 4. I put a dice up there with a 4. And yeah, draw some chits. So we're going to draw 5 chits here. First one is Kyo. Yeah, okay, that is something that's got something. It's located, so it's now not going to be located, it's going to be approximately sighted. That is just the destroyer force. Yeah, I'm wondering if... No, I think it was only Butai 2 that's been removed. We only ever had 4 Butais at any one point, because I remember that. I always said if I had to do another one, I would replace this one so that I could just keep my rulebook over these last 2. But we've not had that. To be honest, we've probably got a good chance of getting that now because of the fact that this is still out here with it's not launched at Rage yet. But anyway, Force K must have just turned into a surface fleet, and it's a destroyer force. So we've reduced it to approximately sighted. It doesn't launch a raid because it's not got many aircraft carriers. It's going to move in the forward direction, which is actually this way. It's just using normal movement. Yeah, I don't think there's any issue with that one. Like I say, when it comes down to Force F that was retired, that's an issue. And yeah, like I say, in future games I'm going to have to look more into that retiring movement and when things get crippled and whatever. I maybe laxed a wee bit there and could have spent a bit more time working out what we were meant to do. I don't think it had any big bearing on things though, because yeah, I want to say that I've probably done it to benefit them rather than me, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe not. Yeah, so that's Force K Delta, that's Kilo done. So next chip, we get Force, G, Golf. Yeah. Right, will be G. Oh, so he's down here right beside the counter. How didn't you notice that, Grant? Right, he's on his own. So he could potentially... That's potential to launch a raid. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's 10 away. Remember, we're going to have a -1 because it's getting later in the day. Oh, in actual fact, 10 is the maximum that we can check for. So he is going to get that -1. And here he's also going to get -1 for the range modifier. So he's going to get -2 to this. Rolls a 5, but because of the -2, it's going to be a 3, so that's going to be no. He's not going to do any of that raid nonsense. What have we got? A 4 on the dice, which is to the east. So he moves 1 to the east, and that's that. Next chip. We get Force F, Foxtrot. That's the one that's retired then. Okay, so it's a cruiser force. That's all it is. Just this cruiser force. So let's and right, so it can't launch a raid, it's not going to check, doesn't need to check range or anything like that. So retiring force uses retiring movement, clearly, 19.2. So let's just have a look at this again. So a force using retiring movement moves using the mission movement compasses, but moves in opposite of the die roll direction. There are two exceptions. If currently located less than 9... I think this is what John was saying, and I didn't read into this really, I have to say. If currently located less than 9 hexes away from the closest US task group, it must move away from the US task group. Subject to this, it will move... It will move as nearly as possible in the required retirement direction. And then the other exception, 2, if you're using the Japanese refueling rule, right, yeah, you can see that's the next rule. So that is an optional or additional rule, which, by the way, I might well use some of these, all of these, next time I play, I think. But we'll see. We'll read through them and work out beforehand. So we're not using that. Retiring carrier force is not that one. You're competent of a double force. Yeah, that's component of double force, sorry. Okay, so coming back to just making sure I'm reading that properly. If currently located less than 9 hexes away from the closest US task group, it must move away from the US task group. Subject to this, it will move as nearly as possible in the required retirement direction. Okay, so it wants to move opposite. Sorry, should have zoomed out there, Grant. Right, so it wants to move opposite the die roll. The die roll was a 4. Here he's here. He's in this zone here, and you can see a 4 is east. So he wants to move west. And if he's currently located less than 9 hexes away from the nearest task, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, he's 9 away. But that's not saying he's going to stay put. He's going to move again. He's going to move further away. Yeah. So he's going to move west. And if a 4 was on the next time he moves, he's going to move west. He's just going to keep away from things. So it's possible I slipped up with this a little bit. And I'm saying that what I done benefited them. In actual fact, it wouldn't have done, would it? Because it would have gave me targets closer to me than what they should be. Because the fact this doesn't have aircraft carriers is not going to care. It would just keep moving closer, wouldn't it? Unless it's retiring and it's realising that, let's back off and let's get out of here. Okay, but I don't think anything else really was affected by that, if I did blunder there. So that's that done. That's force F done. So moving on, that was 3 chats. We've got 2 more to go. So we get Butai 4. Okay, Butai 4 is up there, is spotted. So now it's not. So yeah, that was a one we did have a result on, so I'm looking for a located marker. There's one there. So it's now located, and remember, if it's got any aircraft, they're going to make a move. So these are going to be available now from the 0 to 7 range, and these are getting out of the service inbox as well, which is quite good. These are one of the ones that are knocked about a bit, so I'm kind of hoping I've got that right still. So 0 to 7. See the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, actually 8 away, so he's quite close, but not close enough. So we are going to check for an air raid. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, just counted it, Grant. So it's 8 away. So it's getting a -1 here, but nothing here. So it's getting a -1. 8. So that's going to be a yes. K -1, 7. So they are going to launch an air raid here. Right. Right. It's rule 10, isn't it? I think, where it helps us out with this. Is it? Yes. So it's eligible. We've rolled. It's discovered a target within range. Yeah. So I think, yeah, we go here. Now it's got a CV. Sorry, I'm bumbling my way through this, I know. Level 3 to 4 forces, yeah. So it's a level 3 to 4 force. Yeah, so we need that card. Where are we? Level 3 to 4 forces, right. I think it's this. Yeah, I think this is right. So current air strength. Yeah. But again, none of these points are available, right? So we've got 5, 7, 9, 11, 12 that are lost, and then why is this area yeah, I have made a mistake. This has got an air raid marker. It shouldn't be in here, so I'm guessing I've blundered here. Hang on, I'm gonna have to look back at some video footage. That shouldn't be down here. It should, once it moves from there to there, that would come off. So it makes me think that maybe this should be up here somewhere. So let me go back and look and try and find out what's went wrong there. Yeah, this has looked like it's been a big blunder. So I'm just looking across there. Actually, it looks like there's only maybe 3 counters in here as well. I don't know. Looks like I've got 3 and the air raid. I can't tell from the video, but in actual fact, that was in that hex there. They had obviously just came back. And these were in that hex. However, we have activated the butai. These have moved to there, so this would actually move to here. So they are still back there. Right. So that's fine. That's fine, yeah. I should have checked that at the time, because I did. It was strange though, because it looked like it was all back here, so I don't know, unless. Yeah, I'm looking at the video just now, back in part 45, and these were in there, and these were in there, so yeah, and the lost points were where they were. Okay, let's count up this. So 1, 2, 3, and another 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 is 12. And then what do we count here? 5, 7, 9, 11, 12 as well. So that's 24 in total. So I think that's what we look at, isn't it? Yeah, that is the rare strength, isn't it? 24. Yeah, which this bit of it looks okay, and then it's just when you move down to this part that you've got to take 24 away. We're not going to get nothing here, are we? There's no point in me rolling. Because on a 24, the best I can roll is 22. Yeah, and it doesn't, to be honest, it doesn't matter what we roll. If you get 28, which is the best possible outcome there, if you've got 43 plus, you can get 28. 28's there. But if you've got 22 or more unavailable or lost points, then the result is going to be 0. And somebody asked this question on BGG, and I'm pretty sure it was the designer answered with a basic yes. Basically saying that if you've got 22 lost points, you're never going to be able to launch a raid. Lost or unavailable points. But yeah, that is the case for now. But you've got to remember that when these do move again, these are going to be available. And these are available at range 7. So if we were looking at range 7 right now, we wouldn't be counting these points towards the reduction. We would only be counting these 2 stacks towards the reduction. But it's not 708, it's 8. It's only 1 hex out, so anyway, 1 hex is 1 hex. So there's no point in rolling dice and whatever they are. They are not going to launch a raid then, as far as I'm aware. So then Butai 4. Yeah, it's not retiring it. It wants to be 9 hexes away, and unfortunately it's only 8, so it's going to move back. Again, that's because we moved up 1. So that's annoying, because again, that's taking us outside the range. And that's the downside to doing what I've done. Because now when I go to search with this plane, again, he's going to have moved away. So he's either going to move here or here. He's going to move here because this is more eastern. Now he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 away. So that's where he wants to be. And like I say, now outside the range of this search. So, not that we've got anything flying for that. Well, actually, I've sent another plane out that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's not going to reach that either, though. So, yeah. Okay, that's Butai 4. Done its thing. Right, okay, so where are we? Yeah, that's 4 down. There's only one chip to go. So let's get that done. I'm kind of running a bit short of time, so. Force L, Wima. It's not one that's ringing a bell. There he's there. So it is a force. It's this one with a battleship. So was located, and now is going to be. Come on, where are you? Approximately sighted. Yeah, we've got that search plane coming back. Should get a look at that guy, or attempt to at least. So he doesn't launch a raid. He's not in the retiring state or anything like that. So he's going to move in the 4 direction, which is northeast. So he's getting kind of close to us. Moves in there. Force L. That's him. Done his thing. Well, that's the first set of 5 for the phase. So done all that. Move air missions. Yeah, I'm gonna get. Oh yeah, this is important. We don't want Butai 1. How did we not get? Oh, I missed a move there. I could have swore I was. Or did Butai 1 move further away? I think he did, didn't he? Yeah, so I'm going to move airstrike mission 4 is the first one to go. He's going to Butai 1, so he moves up there. This is still spotted, but the next 5 chits, if in the next 5 chits we get Butai 1, then that airstrike mission's screwed, because I don't know, it can't then go for it. Well, maybe that's a reason for you to consider. Oh, I've not put my little green cube on my search segment. Maybe that's a good reason to do the search right away, Grant. Or, no, I need to do it before the airstrike mission moves again, because if Butai 1 comes up, this drops off and he's unspotted. So yeah, I might need to consider the search. Right, if I'm going to do that, that took a while the last time, so I'm going to have to. I'll have to do that next turn, or next part. Right, anyway, airstrike mission 4 has moved, so he spends the fuel. He's down to 6, and we've got 2 other missions out there that are just kind of heading out, aren't they? So we've got 6. Which is moving towards Butai 1 as well. Oh, no, actually. 6 is not. 6 is moving towards this force, H. So I'll move him in there, and then 8's moving 8 was moving towards Butai 1. Again, the fact that there's no markers to say what they've got to go to, I get the impression you can sort of suit yourself. As long as you're heading towards something that's spotted, you know? If you're heading towards something that you know is there, you know, but you can't do that. But anyway, right, let me spend my fuel well. Remember, so he spends 1, he spends 1. Yeah. That's it. I can put that dice away. That's the first phase. Right, I might just stop there. Because I think I probably do want to do my search. So right, well, I need to move on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully that'll remind me. I was going to put a red cube there as well, just to kind of flag my attention, because generally I've been keeping it till the later phases, but I think it might be important to do it now, because there is a good chance we'll draw Butai 1, and then before we get to move that airstrike mission, and then we're screwed. So yeah. Right, I will think I've kind of run out of time tonight as well, but we've got a couple of parts done. We're on the second last turn. Does it go right through the dusk turn? I think it does. It just that the dusk turn changes through the phases, I think. You know, because it gets darker. I think I want to say the first 2 phases are still in the daylight and the next 2 are at night, something like that. You know, the night, as in rules wise, you know, there are daytime rules and then nighttime rules. It's something like that, but yeah, okay. Right, okay, I will leave it for now, and come back tomorrow, hopefully. I'm off the next couple of days, so I do want to get this finished. Not just because I want to free up the table, I do want to finish this, so I said I would, and yeah, but the other thing is I've got a couple of things I'd like to get set up and mess about with before maybe start making recordings of, and so okay, I'll be back with the next part tomorrow sometime. Cheers.